up at 4:30. A chemical plant fire in Texas has many impacted in the area. What we know right now. Christmas is right around the corner. How is Edmond getting into the festivities? And Instagram is adding some new features on the platform. What should users expect? UCO's men's basketball is starting up with a tournament. Ray Robinson has a breakdown of all of the Broncos' opponents. Finally, has Rudolph come early for a family in New Jersey? Find out with all this and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Emma Birch.
And I'm Mark Lowe. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News at 4:30. Palestinians fleeing south in Gaza on Wednesday described an unbearable reality in Gaza City with constant airstrikes and no water. Here in the United States, people are taking a stance. Protests are popping off in support of both sides. Businesses are suffering, and possible hate crime incidents are setting communities on edge. Gloria Pesmino has the latest from New York City.
Refugees will return. Chants cut through New York City's already noisy streets. Pro-Palestinian protesters taking their messages from City Hall, marching across the Brooklyn Bridge, bringing traffic to a screeching halt. Across the city, an Israeli restaurant owner says some of his pro-Palestinian employees have walked off the job because of his support for Israel. Now, people in the community are lining up to show their support.
It's really reassuring because for a lot of Jews right now, New York feels like a very dangerous, very dangerous place. So this shows there's support. There's love still in the world.
In Texas, the owner of an Israeli restaurant says a burglar cut a hole in the roof of her business and damaged prayer books inside. The owner says she's received several threats recently, and police advised her to remove the Israeli flag from the front of her business.
I just don't bend that easily.
In California, authorities are giving new details on injuries sustained by a Jewish man who died from a head injury following an interaction with a pro-Palestinian demonstrator.
The autopsy demonstrated non-lethal injuries to the left side of Mr. Kessler's face. Additional injuries included injury to the back of the head.
What exactly transpired prior to Mr. Kessler falling backward isn't crystal clear right now. No arrests have been made related to this incident.
In New York, I'm Gloria Pasmino.
A small community in San Jacinto County, Texas, about 60 miles from Houston, was rocked today after an explosion at a nearby chemical plant, which gained national attention. According to a county constable at a petroleum processing plant called Sound Resource Solutions. The company's website says it focuses on recycling and distributing chemicals, including acid and solvents. Officials have not said what is burning. A thick black plume of smoke could be seen over the plant. A spokesperson for the SRS says one employee suffered a minor injury and is being treated for burns. Multiple fire agencies have been called in to fight the blaze. Nearby private school students were forced to evacuate, and residents within a mile were urged to shelter in place.
The FDA approved another drug originally developed to treat diabetes for weight loss. It's called Manjaro, and physicians have already been prescribing it off labels to help obese patients lose weight. It will be branded as Zepbound. It has been shown to yield stronger results than other approved medicines. The FDA cleared it for people who are obese or overweight people with at least one weight-related health condition. The drug has helped people with diabetes lose as much as 40 to 60 pounds in testing. And I know I've been sweating, feels like 60 pounds off because it is so hot outside.
Yeah, no, it's like the second week of November and I'm still sweating going to class.
It's August,
What's
it's not
happening
November.
right now?
Let's throw it over to Destiny Pittman. What you got for us, girl?
Yes, guys, so it was a very warm day today. Currently, it is about 72 degrees out. There aren't really that many clouds in the sky. Pretty fair day. It's a little windy. The winds are blowing northwest at about 16 miles per hour, and the humidity rate is about 44%, so it's a little high. And then it does feel like 72 degrees out. Moving on tonight, though, the temperatures are going to lower down into about 48 degrees for our low, and it's going to be partly cloudy. We will have some clouds coming in later on tonight because we are expecting some rain for tomorrow. And then the winds are going to be picking up tonight. They'll be blowing northwest at about 11 to 17 miles per hour, but there will be those gusts of winds that are up to 26 miles per hour every once in a while. Humidity rate will stay at 44%, and there is no chance of rain. But like I said, we will be getting some rain later on tomorrow. That's all I have for now. I'll have more for you guys later on in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Destiny. Edmond's Electric Luminous brings holiday cheer beginning November 17th at Midge Park. Luminous is an annual free walk-through holiday light display. The first lighting is Friday, November 17th at 5 p.m. and it goes till January 1st. There will be over 10 unique vendors from guests from December 8th at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Food trucks and opportunities to talk to Santa will also be there for everyone to enjoy.
Today, the UCO Leadership Academy welcomed 9th grade students to campus. Through workshops, activities, and discussions, students learn how to make a difference among their peers. Hundreds of students got a full day of leadership training, resources, and experience a glimpse of life as a Bronco.
This year's theme is taking leadership to the peak, so we want to see them reach over those obstacles, that downhill slope. It's just the best time, and we hope that they're enjoying their day.
And a cold front moves in tomorrow. How cold will it get?
Our very own Destiny Pittman has your full look for next week. Stay tuned.
Happy birthday! Make a wish.
Miss you guys.
Blue skies smiling at me, talking about blue skies. Do I see? Talking about blue skies from now on.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Are you really sure this is all going to fit?
Oh, it'll fit. I got that.
All right.
When hauling anything, ensure it's secure. Losing your load is dangerous for all drivers. We want everyone to make it home safe. Help make Oklahoma safe by securing your load.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to have your full weather forecast. First, we'll start off with the current conditions statewide. As we see in the northern part of the state, there's a lot of 60 degrees up in Guymon, currently 69, and then 63 in Woodward, 64 in Enid, and then 66 up in Ponca City. And as we go down, we see it starts to get a little warmer. 74 in Clinton, 73 in the Oklahoma City area. Edmond's about the same. 84 in Altus, and then 89 in Lawton. Some of the warmer parts of the state tonight, 88 in Ardmore, and then 84 up in McAllister and Tulsa, both 66 in Ponca City and 82 in Miami. And then we'll just move on to the conditions for tonight. Temperatures are going to cool down. Guymon has a big drop. They're dropping down to about 34 degrees for their low tonight. 39 down in Woodward, 44 in Clinton, and then 50 in Lawton, 48 in Altus. Oklahoma City area staying in about that 49, 50s range. And then we see over in Ardmore, it's going to be about 52 degrees tonight. 54 in McAllister, 50 in Tulsa, 45 Ponca City, 47 in Miami. So we see still a little warmer than what we were seeing last week, but the temperatures are going to begin to drop down even lower tomorrow. So this is going to be our 7-day forecast coming up. Today was another sunny day, 77 for the high, 48 for our low, which we'll be getting to later on tonight. And then tomorrow we see that the temperatures are going to begin to drop down. It's going to be about 56 for the high, 26 for our low. And we do see that there is going to be about a 30% chance of rain tomorrow. The sun's coming back out just in time for the weekend on Friday. 61 for the high, 40 for the low. 61 as well on Saturday, 41 for the low then. And then as we move on to the beginning of next week, we see Sunday is going to be another sunny day, 65 for our high. The temperatures are starting to warm back up a little, 39 for our low, and then 64 for the high on Monday and 63 for the high on Tuesday. Both those days will be partly cloudy. I know I'm excited to see that temperatures drop tomorrow and that rain come in tomorrow. Mark, Emma, how do you guys feel about that?
I am very, 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 very excited. We're finally getting a fall.
It's been long overdue. Again, it's November and it's like 80 degrees in some parts of the state. Not a fan. I'm so happy that rain is coming to cool things down.
Me too.
And coming up, a look into why a former Meta employee is testifying against the company.
And what new Barbie has just been released. Jules Plack has your social media update after the break. Stay with us.
I was raised to believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward but never forget where I came from, to value hard work, ingenuity, and hospitality. On one hand, my people are rough and rugged. On the other, refined and elegant. They taught me how to love beautiful things and cherish my past, to seek out adventure, eat well, and to have a good time. So I keep their traditions alive every place I go. They call me Oklahoma City, but you can call me the modern frontier.
UCentral News as a whole, you got to be in those different areas, like being on camera, being off camera, being in the control room. And so I feel like that is what prepared me most about being in the workplace.
UCentral and the mass comm department has provided me all the tools and the fundamentals that are needed in order to thrive well and thrive fast at my job.
Maybe it's time to hit the road and visit a place where stories unfold. This is the land of the ultimate road trip, with sights old and new on Route 66. There's fun to be had, so much to do, and a few new surprises before you get through. Oklahoma has the most miles to share of Route 66. It's really quite rare. TravelOK.com will show you the way. Come see for yourself this iconic highway.
Wednesday, UCO family. I'm here to dive into the world of social media and bring you your entertainment updates. A whistleblower at social media giant Meta says company execs ignored the damage Instagram does to teens. Arturo Bajar, an ex-Facebook engineering director and consultant, testified yesterday before a Senate subcommittee.
Meta, which owns Instagram, is a company where all work is driven by data. But it has been unwilling to be transparent about data regarding the harm that kids experience, and unwilling to reduce them. Social media companies must be required to become more transparent so that parents and public can hold them accountable.
Bajar claims that Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg knowingly turned a blind eye, ignoring years of warnings about the danger social media poses to teens.
Meta knows the harm that kids experience on their platform, and the executives know that their measures fail to address it. 2, there are actionable steps that Meta could take to address the problem. And 3, they are deciding time and time again to not tackle these issues.
Bajar says he became motivated to study the issue because of his own teen daughter's experience with receiving unwanted sexual advances on Instagram. According to his research, more than 25% of 13 to 15-year-olds have reported the same issue. In response to the criticisms, Meta says it works daily to create ways to help keep young people safe online, including 30 new parental controls on Facebook and Instagram. In addition to the new parental controls, Instagram is also adding another new feature to the app. This new interactive option will now let you take a comment or reply from one of your posts and share it on your story. According to Instagram, it's a new way for content creators to get closer with their audiences and fans. Some users have compared it to a popular feature on the video app TikTok, and I think most of us can agree. And People magazine announced 2023's Sexiest Man Alive. So who took the infamous title this year? Well, none other than Grey's Anatomy star Patrick Dempsey. At the age of 57, Dempsey is apparently still McDreamy. He hopes this new title will bring attention to the Dempsey Center, a foundation he founded for cancer patients and their loved ones in honor of his late mother. And a new Native American Barbie has just been released. Mattel is recognizing Wilma Mankiller, who was the first principal chief of the Cherokee Nation and a Native American rights activist. This Barbie is the newest addition to the Barbie Inspiring Women series. Mattel says they worked closely with her family and friends to create a proper reflection of her likeness. Chuck Hoskin Jr., the current Cherokee Nation principal chief, says when Native girls see it, they can achieve it, and Wilma Mankiller has shown countless young women to be fearless and speak up for Indigenous and human rights. And in the words of Grand Theft Auto fans, it's finally here. Rockstar Games has announced that the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer will be releasing in early December. Next month will also be Rockstar Games' 25th anniversary. The long-awaited game has fans sharing their thoughts and even emotions on X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you for tuning into your social media updates. As always, have a great evening, and back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you for that, Jules. Up next, UCO's volleyball team has been the talk around campus with their play. Coming up, UCentral's Ray Robinson and myself have an exclusive interview with two stars about their play and season.
Also, the UCO women's soccer team has ended their season last week. Ray has a breakdown on how they closed their season. Stay with us.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome to UCentral Sports. I'm Ray Robinson, and here's your Wednesday Sports Update. The UCO volleyball team has been one of the biggest stories in our sports. They are tied with Nebraska Kearney for second place in the MIAA, so me and UCentral's Mark Lowe was able to catch up with star players Jaden Evans and Lindsey Horn to discuss the magic behind all the season's success. So here's a little preview.
So all of us returned last year -1, but our main starters came back, and we saw that last year, how that rhythm kind of dropped off, and this year we kind of all came together and said, no, we're playing all out, we're playing for each other, and we're going to push through all the way till the end. And that's something that we've really focused on, playing for each other, following through till the very end. Our purpose from the beginning, or our goal, has been MIAA championship from the get-go. And I think that's something we've all been striving for. We've been saying it for years, and the culture has really changed with my time here. So it's been like, oh, let's get top 5, and now it's let's go and win.
Okay, so with our success so far in the season, we just know we got to take care of the games that we can take care of. So low error, high intensity, you know, we just got to minimize our errors. Our hitting errors we can live with, but serve-receive errors we have to limit.
There's more where that came from. We'll have more on that great interview with Mark tomorrow as we discuss their last season games along with some playoff aspirations. They take on Missouri Western this Friday at 6 p.m. It's also important to note that Missouri Western clinched the 4th seed in the MIAA, just below UCO and Nebraska Kearney. Their last game of the season sees them take on Northwest Missouri at home at 3 p.m. And although these are the final games of the season, we could still potentially see the Broncos grab the second-place season in the MIAA for better matchups in the playoffs. And the UCO men basketball season is just around the corner. And what better way to warm up than another tournament? And this tournament is called the Central Region Challenge. First game of the season sees them take on University of Mary on Friday at 3 p.m. in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. The following game sees them take on Northwestern Oklahoma State. Now, Northwestern State finished 10th in their respected Great American Conference. This will be their last preseason tournament. Next week is when the fun really begins. They take on Southwestern Christian University. And the UCO women's soccer season wrapped up last week, and they did some postseason action. And although it wasn't the reaction that we wanted, their performance is still worthy of a round of applause. In a close battle, they go down to Central Missouri, going 2-1. The second quarter, both teams went scoreless. The first quarter definitely was the quarter that called the game. And to the women's soccer team, all of us here at UCentral are proud of you, and we thank you. The Oklahoma City Thunder are on a roll. Their last win against the Hawks definitely made it easy for them to forget about that in-season tournament loss to Golden State. So let the momentum continue, because their next opponents definitely ain't no pushover. They take on the Cleveland Cavaliers at Paycom tonight. The Cavs are 3-4, one game behind the Thunder. So it's a matter of who really wants to win this game. The Thunder will be in this game without Lou Dort, who was ruled out, and Kendrick Williams has also yet to make his return. And guys, we're going to toss it back to you, to the desk.
Thank you, Ray. Coming up after the break, a 13-year-old had a nice surprise join him in his driveway.
And Destiny Pym will have your last look at weather. Stay with us.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to UCentral. Tonight, UCO's Broncathon will be hosting a give back night at SMB's Burger Joint on 2nd Street in Edmond. Broncathon is a year-long organization that raises funds for the Children's Hospital Foundation. Throughout the year, you'll see various events happening across campus to encourage you to join the movement as a participant, donor, or just someone who wants to learn more about the cause. Also in Oklahoma, Political Science Association is holding their annual conference at UCO beginning tomorrow morning through Friday. The conference will include research presentations, roundtable discussions, and student activities. UCO's President Todd Lamb will give the Thursday evening awards banquet address. All events will be held at UCO. And Thursday's looking a lot better than it is today.
Absolutely. I'm here for that rain. We're going to send it to Destiny Pittman for our last look at weather. Destiny?
Welcome back. So I'm just going to give you your forecast for tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be about 49 degrees and it is going to be cloudy. We're going to have some clouds in the sky because we will be getting some rain. The rain will come in at about noon, which is going to be about 54 degrees. And then by 7 p.m., all of that rain will be gone, but it will be cloudy. And then tomorrow we're going to get low. Tomorrow, our low for the night is going to be about 27 degrees. So just remember that there is going to be a chance of rain tomorrow, so you might want to have an umbrella or a raincoat with you. That is all I have for today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Destiny. Rudolph might not be the only flying deer this year. Video shows one leap over 2 cars and landed a pickup truck in New Jersey. The amazing jump isn't the end of the unlikely story. CNN News' Jan Moose reports.
13-year-old Troy Westcott was outside his Mays Landing, New Jersey home shooting hoops with his dog Parker when he heard rustling in the leaves. The dog spotted the deer first. But just as spectacular as the leap was this coincidence. The 2007 Chevy Silverado pickup was for sale. And at the exact same moment the prospective buyer pulled up to cinch the deal, the deer slammed into the pickup. What did he say?
He was just shocked. He was like, oh, wow.
Troy's dad was likewise stunned.
Oh, my God!
But the buyer wasted no time in asking,
how about a little break on the price for the damage to the truck?
The dent left by the young buck saved the buyer $1,000 off the asking price. The seller started cracking jokes.
We think that the deer was trained. I said, man, I know y'all brought that deer with you.
As the video went viral, commenters had 2 questions.
People are asking, is the deer okay?
He seems to be okay, spotted on a neighbor's trail camera.
People are asking if the truck is still for sale.
Nope, sold. But it took a flying deer to make a pickup less dear by $1,000. Jeannie Mose, CNN.
The way I would be so mad about that. That is horrible luck. It's like a what, 1 in 1 million chance of that happening?
Like, how does that even happen? Oh, I feel bad for those people. Well,
it's horrible.
That's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Emma Burt.
And I'm Mark Lowe. Thank you for joining us for this edition of UCentral News. Have a great night.